In a world where masks are worn daily, where filters define beauty and likes determine worth, a new rebellion quietly takes form. It's not loud. It's not flashy. But it is real. Raw. Relentless. Welcome to the Iron and Ink Evolution, a movement born from the fire of discipline, scarred by experience, and inked with truth. This isn't a trend. It's a mindset. A declaration that strength is not about conforming but transforming. That real fitness isn't about perfection, it's about perseverance. It's about building a body that reflects a spirit forged in adversity. Look around you. The world praises sameness. Smooth skin. Pretty filters. Sculpted bodies with no scars. But the warriors of iron and ink? They wear their stories. Their tattoos are more than designs, they're timelines. Moments. Lessons inked into flesh. Each drop of ink tells a story. Of loss. Of comeback. Of inner war. These bodies weren't built in comfort. They were shaped in struggle. Every rep, every drop of sweat, every scar. Earned. These individuals don't walk into gyms to be seen. They walk in to train like their life depends on it. Because for many of them, it did. Fitness wasn't a hobby. It was therapy. A second chance. A place to scream without making a sound. You won't see this journey go viral. There are no shortcuts here. No gimmicks. No cheat codes. Just iron, willpower, and an uncompromising mindset. They train before the sun rises. They train when their body begs to rest. They train when the world says, "You should quit." But quitting was never an option. Why? Because they've already faced worse. Broken relationships. Loss. Rejection. And every time life knocked them down, they got back up, inked a new story, and lifted a little heavier. This isn't about ego. This is about evolution. Personal, primal, permanent. Their tattoos aren't decoration. They're reminders. Each symbol etched into their skin represents a vow to never go back. A promise to stay disciplined. To stay true. That phoenix on the shoulder? It's the time they rose from the ashes. The clock on the forearm? A reminder that time is precious, and every second must be earned. The lion across their chest? A tribute to the courage they didn't know they had until the world tried to break them. They carry their past with pride. Not as baggage, but as armor. They've turned pain into power. Ink into identity. Iron into inner peace. This isn't a solo mission. The Iron and Ink movement is a brotherhood. A sisterhood. A tribe. They don't judge by body fat percentage or lifting stats. They recognize the look in your eyes, that silent fire, that hunger for growth, that refusal to be average. They lift each other, push each other, not to outdo one another, but to outgrow the version of themselves they were yesterday. In this circle, authenticity is power, and individuality is sacred. Whether your body is inked with flames, wolves, gods, or battle wounds, you are seen. You belong. Strength is not just how much you lift. It's how much you carry when the world is on your back. It's the ability to stay true when everything tries to break you. The Iron and Ink Evolution redefines what it means to be strong. It's not about image. It's about intention. Not about fame, but purpose. It's about building something that lasts beyond trends, a mindset, a lifestyle, a legacy. So if you're tired of pretending, if you're ready to train with purpose, if your ink tells stories the world doesn't understand, welcome. You're already part of this revolution. Pick up the iron, show your grit, and let your story be your strength. This is Iron and Ink, where the body is a temple, and every tattoo a prayer. Every rep a resurrection. Every scar a crown. Through filters. Through trends. Through labels you never asked for. There comes a time when silence is no longer strength. When your story must be carved into existence not with words, but with calloused hands and unapologetic scars. Let the ink on your skin speak. Each line. Each stroke. Every symbol. A memory. A battle. A vow. Not for decoration, but as a statement that your journey hasn't been polished. It's been earned. Your tattoos? They aren't fashion. They're the map of your rebellion. They're proof that pain can birth beauty, and that true strength never hides behind perfection. It bleeds. It burns. And it rises anyway. And the iron in your hands? It knows you. It remembers the early mornings you showed up when no one was watching. The nights you dragged your tired body under that barbell. Because comfort never wrote legends. You don't lift for applause. You lift because it keeps you human. Because every rep is a roar against the lies they fed you. That you had to fit in. That you had to shrink. That you had to hide the fire inside. No. You build. You rise. You transform. With every set, you carve your truth into your bones. With every drop of sweat, you wash away the versions of yourself you were never meant to carry. The ink is your voice. The iron is your backbone. And together they form a language the world can't ignore. Let the mirror see it. Let the world feel it. Let the silence around you break. Not with noise, but with presence. You are the story. You are the rebellion. You are the raw proof that strength is not skin deep. It's soul deep. So don't just exist. Stand. Train. Express. Bleed your truth through ink. Wield your will through iron. And let the world read every inch of your journey. Because the most powerful stories aren't written with pens. They're etched in flesh, forged in iron, and lived out loud. Let the ink on your skin and the iron in your hands tell the world exactly who the F*** you are.